Jai Gurudev. I tell you, deep inside you is a fountain of bliss, a fountain of joy. Deep inside your center core is truth, light, love. There is no guilt there. There is no fear there. These are the words of Sri Sri Ravi Shankar, the founder and spiritual head of the Art of Living Foundation. The organization was founded on the premise of promoting inner peace and a sense of community, similar to Vasudeva Kutumbakam of India and Ubuntu of Africa. Various sadhana techniques are used as transformation tools to promote this sense of tranquility and oneness. In a special documentary, Sadhana takes a look at the workings of this multifaceted organization at the Art of Living International Center in Bangalore, India.
The Art of Living Foundation is an international, non-profit, educational and humanitarian organization that was founded by His Holiness Sri Sri Ravi Shankar in 1981. It is said that after entering into a 10-day period of silence, Sri Sri emerged with the gift of Sudarshan Kriya, a powerful breathing technique which has become the centerpiece of the Art of Living programs.
This inquiry of who am I? What is this? And no one should be in a hurry to find an answer. We should let the answer come up within us as we walk the path.
There is an infinity to what you are. There is an infinity to who you are. And it's an infinity to just be. At that point in time, a name just becomes so insignificant. What does it matter what my name is? What does it matter what my title is? What does it matter what the string of qualifications are? And then I realized therein lies my freedom.
Is there something more to life than just eating, sleeping, working, and doing the mundane things?
Gurudev essentially says that there are 5 S's, that are part of your life. There is sadhana, there is seva, there is satsang, there is silence, and there is smile.
The Art of Living International Center in Bangalore, India serves as the nucleus of this organization, which spreads across 156 countries around the world. From it radiates the philosophy of its founder and the implementation of his transformation techniques.
It acts like a nucleus, it acts like a hub of all the activities that the Art of Living does. There is Ayurveda, there is the agriculture department, then we have the colleges here, the Ayurveda college or the PU college. So education happens through here. So there are a lot of land where organic farming, chemical-free farming is practiced. So villagers from nearby areas or from across the country, from all over, they come and practice that. Then we have something called the permaculture, or how to take care of waste. We have the solar panels, so how to use green energy. So this becomes a place where people come, not just experience good health and happiness, but also see all these things, learn, and then replicate in their own areas.
Yoga, as Gurudev says, means something that increases yogyata. It increases your skill. So automatically where you are, if you're getting more skilled, if it's getting sharpened and honed, you're more effective in the way you do it.
See, life has 3 aspects. One is the knowledge, another is the action, the activity we do, third is our emotions, love, sense of belongingness, the value of heart. All these 3 things should go together, and this is the speciality or the uniqueness of the ancient wisdom, because it caters to the heart, to the intellect. We never say blindly believe anything. We say go in the spirit of inquiry, go with a scientific temper, sharpen your intellect and soften your heart.
In a seemingly demanding world, many people suffer from the mental challenges of daily living. The mind experiences moments of joy and sorrow, pain and anger. It is often stuck in the past or lost in the future, never truly living in the present moment.
The World Health Organization has said in the coming years, stress will be the greatest issue facing the world. And here you have solution through meditation, through yoga, through Sudarshan Kriya. You can get rid of stress and find happiness in your life. See, the purpose of anything that anybody does is to find happiness, right? But are they getting the happiness that they are looking for here, there, here, there? Normally the answer is no. So then where to look for happiness? I say, look within. Wherever you are, you can find happiness. And for that, there are tools, techniques, and meditations, kriya. They are most fascinating and perfect tool. People can get rid of stress, they can find that inner happiness, joy welling up in themselves, and then share that with people around.
You know, when we say my work, my relationships, my family, my society, my planet, what is common here is that my aspect. You know? So when I talk about me, yes, there is the body, there is the mind, there is the intellect, memory, ego, the spirit, you know, the consciousness. So meditation acts on all these levels. You know, at the physical level, when you do some breathing practices, you know, the pranayams or meditation, then whatever toxins are there in the system, it's easier to get rid of them. 90% of the toxins from the body are thrown out through the breath. As well as there is a lot of garbage or debris we take emotionally. Somebody has shouted at us, insulted us 10 years ago, we're still holding on to it, in our mind. So what meditation does, it cleanses all that and makes us fresh and new, like a child, how a child is in the moment, so 100% available to what is happening.
Actually, spiritual journey begins as soon as you're born on this planet. Children have a natural tendency to share. And if you watch a child from 3 months to 3 years of age, it does all yoga postures. The way it lies down, the way it holds its toe, all the yogasanas a child can do. You don't need a yoga teacher.
The program or spirituality is not for somebody to renounce the world. It helps you participate in it. because the mind participates in everything, isn't it? It participates when you're in a relationship, the mind is participating in that. When you're working, you need to focus. So in every aspect of life, the mind participates. So when you're paying a little attention to it, every aspect of your life can blossom or progress, or it will have that positive impact on everything. In that sense, yes, it's not just to take you away from the world, but to enhance what you're doing, to add another dimension to it. And when your energy is higher, what you're doing is more effective. So that is the purpose of doing meditation and pranayama while getting into worldly activities. It's not just to retreat. And the programs start from children of 8 years old. So as soon as the intellect starts to develop, it's a lovely time to also introduce them to a little bit of meditation and pranayama.
Once you have a healthy body, a stress-free mind, a sharp intellect, and as Gurudev said, a softness in the heart, then every aspect of our life, it gets reflected in. So then work becomes more effective, productive, you're creative in what you do. Relationships become more better. And it just reflects in who you are and what you radiate. Through the Vyakti Vikas Kendra, the Art of Living Foundation in India, that's what it's called, we have about 16,000 teachers who teach yoga courses, who teach Ayurveda cooking courses, who have courses for the children. Then we have courses in the slums as well as prisons. We have courses in the corporates, stress management or achieving personal excellence, leadership programs. So a wide array of courses are available. We have the Heritage School here, where about 500 children, many of the temples in South India, their priests, their children become here and study. So the ancient wisdom in all its purity, with the meaning, with the feeling, it is imparted here, along with awareness about modern education or whatever is happening around in the world. They are learning to be pandits. So they will become priests in temples and all, but in a way where they can also take care of the community. They can also tell people what these chants are about, or how the spirituality can be integrated into their lives. That's how it was in ancient times. Spirituality was integrated into day-to-day life, and that is the endeavor of the Vedagama Pathshala, Sanskrit Pathshala.
The art of living is also making profound contributions to environmental sustainability. The organization advocates reviving a green earth with the planting and protecting of as many trees as possible. It has also launched awareness programs for chemical-free farming, encouraging people to return to traditional methods of organic farming to eliminate the use of harmful chemical fertilizers and pesticides.
Ancient people had this throughout the world, all the ancient tribes throughout the world. They always honored trees, they honored mountains, they honored rivers. In the Hindu tradition, it is the very part of the very soul of the tradition. We honored rivers, we honored trees. In the ancient tradition, Hindu tradition, it is said, if you want to cut a tree, you first have to ask forgiveness from the tree and promise the tree that you will plant 5 of the same kind. Only then you are allowed to cut a big tree.
As an organization, Gurudev has been promoting agriculture in such a way, just bringing it a wave right from Karnataka to the globe. So much so that 20 lakh farmers have been educated by our practices, by our training and all. We have separate section, where we have made teachers to teach organic farming, to promote farming, along with yoga and Sudarshan and all that. We also teach them how to eat and how to grow. The very basic of life. If the tummy is not filled, who will listen your yoga and pranayam? This land was and land is complete rock, more than 90% rocks, and this terrain is having 40 to 50 degree of slope. So conventionally, no farmer will say yes to do farming. You can't dig the place, you can't have borewell now here, you can't dig at all, and it's very tough terrain to do something called agriculture here. But using this technique, what you are seeing here, permaculture, that it's nothing but permanent agriculture. In this technique, we just use the natural resources, the locally available resources on the land, and use it in a certain way so that the problem turns into solution. And this is what has happened. Just 2 years, and we digged a little bit, made some trenches, made some swale, and so that rainwater started going into the ground. And once the basics came right, you see greenery all around. This is what this technique does. It just bring all the loose ends of agriculture together, making it sustainable. It's a wholesome approach towards Mother Earth.
Seva is expression of joy. Don't do seva to find joy. If you are not happy, how can you bring happiness to others? If you are not wealthy, you cannot distribute wealth to others. If you are not wise, you can't teach others, right? So first you need to find this within you. So these tools and meditation, pranayama, breathing exercises, yoga, this will enable you to find the inner treasure. And then in seva, you share it with others.
Blink, and then again I am going to the left eye. So focus.
Each sound has a vibration, and that vibration has an impact on our mind. So when you're saying Ram, for instance, it is a sound, it's a syllable that has an impact on the mind. So it's saying that the upliftment is there. It doesn't necessarily mean you're, talking about a god or an idol. It can take you deep within you. That is the purpose, I think, of meditation, of satsang, of seva. And in that sense, it is universal, that it can connect with anybody. And definitely when you sing, during Christmas we sing carols. We have people, the art of living is in 154 countries. So when people from different communities and faiths come here, they can also sing and express devotion through their own method, all of us.
Especially these old languages like Latin or Sanskrit, they affect a deeper aspect of our consciousness. Our consciousness is very old. Body gets renewed time and again. Yeah? So when we are chanting Sanskrit, it awakens that aspect, that ancient aspect of our consciousness. So there is a depth that happens. And since everybody is singing the same tune or the same song, there is a horizontal expansion that people feel.
There's been this reaching out to the millions who require guidance, reaching out to the millions who are stressed out. Gurudev spoke about the high percentage of people who are actually dying every 2 seconds because of stress. The efficacy of what Gurudev is doing, the programs, the service projects, the approaches, the willingness to change and modify to suit current topical conditions. To me, that's evolution, that's progress. Ultimately, it's a guru who guides us. Ultimately, it's his vision that guides us. Ultimately, it's his grace that takes us forward. But I'm just so happy to see so many people experiencing it.
I think satsang, through music, it takes you to the silence, or takes me to the silence.
Hinduism, actually it's a recent word. What we have is called the Sanatan Dharma, meaning the eternal dharma or eternal truth. So it is a way of life, it's not even a religion, so there's no converting out of it or into it. So by the very basis of it is spirituality. And we say Sarva Dharma Samabhav, as you said. These are our basic tenets, that all doesn't matter what religion, what belief systems you have, or if you are an atheist, you are still welcome to a place of God, to a spiritual place. In fact, there are some scriptures in Hinduism where there is no mention of God, which talks about atom. And it said, Padhartha Jnanat Moksha. If you can understand one particle thoroughly, you will be liberated. So that's the richness of the Hindu tradition. And it is so inclusive. It has that pluralistic aspect inherent in it. So fundamentalism is, in that sense, alien to Hinduism. We anyway say everybody belongs to us and we belong to everyone. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. We said now they're talking about globalization and all that. This is an ancient Indian thing, that whole world is our family, one family, And what Gurudev says very beautifully is, you go deeper in your roots but broaden your vision.
The purpose of this global initiative for positive change is to simply find the art of living according to the way prescribed by the ancients, a way of life that allows us to manifest the beauty of our innermost self, a self that is one with the universe.